Welcome to the Instagram stories for Thursday, October 13th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Sorry for not doing this show a lot earlier in the day. Just this week has been absolutely terrible. Car repairs and just my hot water heater is leaking and all kinds of complications. Honestly, it's not like this usually. I like to record the night before, set it to go live at midnight Eastern. I have a system. It's not been working according to that system at all. Anyway, let's get into today's episode. The head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, did a deep dive into how the Instagram algorithm works. All the things that you wanted to know about the algorithm are in this video. However, I want to caution you, this is not from the perspective of someone who wants more eyeballs on their content because they're a business or something similar. So if that's you, you're not going to get what you want from this video. However, it does provide an understanding of the clues that Instagram looks at to determine whether or not to show your content to someone else. Here's the first few minutes of his video.
Hey everyone, fair warning, this video is a bit long. Today I'm going to talk about why you see what you see on Instagram. It is important to me that people feel good about the time that they spend on the platform, and I think an important prerequisite for that is to have some level of understanding of how ranking works. So I'm going to talk about how we rank content in feed and stories, how we rank content in Explore, how we rank content in Reels. I'm going to talk about shadow banning. I'm going to talk about how you can influence what you see in general across Instagram. If you're interested in going deeper in any of this, I actually posted about it back at the beginning of June. You can check out the link in my bio whenever you like. First, let's go back in time a little bit. Back in 2010, Instagram was just a chronological list of square photos. And by 2016, we were seeing that people were missing 70% or more of the content that they could see in their feed. And they were missing even more than half of photos and videos from their close friends. And that's when we introduced ranking. That's when we tried to do our best to assess how interested you are in each and everything you could see and then order things accordingly to hopefully make the most of your time. Let's talk about the algorithm. The algorithm just means a process. And in practice, even though people often talk about an algorithm or the algorithm at Instagram, there are actually many algorithms that we use to try and predict what you might be interested in at any given moment. And that is essentially what we're trying to do with ranking, is to make the most of your time. And we do that in slightly different ways across the different surfaces across Instagram, but the core order of operations is mostly the same. So it always starts with, first, let's see what is available, what's on the menu, so to speak. So for feed and stories, let's say, once you open up Instagram, we look at all of the stories that you haven't seen posted by the people you follow, and we try and assess how interested you might be in each and every one. And to do that, the second step is to look at or collect all the information we have about those stories, about the people who posted those stories, about you and what you seem to be interested in the past. And we use that to assess or create a score, really, for each one that is supposed to represent as best we can, and we make mistakes, how interested you are in each and every one of those posts. And the most important signals are, one, information about the post itself. So is it a photo or a video, or is it about baking, or does it have a lot of likes on it? The second is information about the person who posted that content or shared that content. So are they a friend? Do they post often? The third is information about your activity. Do you tend to watch a lot of video? Do you tend not to like photos? And then the fourth is information we have about your history of interacting with the person who posted. So do you tend to comment on a lot of their stuff in the past, or like the photos that you see from them in feed in the past? So in feed, we take all of that information and we try and assess how much each and every post is going to connect you to the people that you care about. But we can't really know that, so we rely on proxies. We predict if you're going to do something to the post. And the 5 most important things are you going to spend some time with the post? How likely you are to like it, to comment on it, or to save it? And how likely you are to tap on the profile and go to the profile. And from there, we take all that information, we take those predictions, and we come up with a score, a number that, to the best of our knowledge, represents how interested you might be in that post. And how recent something is an important signal, but not the only signal, which is why feed is roughly but not strictly chronological. And we see that when we do this, when we rank content based on how interested we think people are in things, and I want to acknowledge up front we make mistakes, that people not only spend more time with Instagram, but they connect with their friends more and they feel better about the time that they spend when we ask them in surveys, which we do all the time.
I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to say a few words about that clip, but first, here's a quick word from our sponsor. The Instagram Stories is sponsored by #Slayer.com. Reach new people, build your audience, and grow your business with #Slayer.com. No Facebook login is required to get started. You can sign up with your email address and get your first month free by using the code IGStories at #Slayer.com. And we're back. This episode is already long enough, so I just want to highlight that the key takeaway here from all of that he said is to know whether or not your content is likely to be shown to someone else is based on those 5 factors. Number 1, are they going to spend time on that post based on if they've spent time on your previous posts? Are they likely to like it? Are they likely to comment on it? Are they likely to save it? And are they likely to tap on your profile? That is the key determining factors that they use in determining whether or not to show your content to someone else. I'm going to share more of this clip in a future episode, so keep an eye out for that. Maybe I'll do a weekend episode. I think I'm going to try to do a weekend episode. I don't want to shortchange you guys. Thanks so much for listening, and be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks at Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.